Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 42nd episode of the PokéSells official podcast. My name is Rocco Mitchell, and I'm your host. And today I'm here with one of my friends that I met a couple months ago or a month ago. I think no, it's October, so a couple months ago. And
Mhm.
that is Matt, also known as Murkrows Markets, I believe, right, on
Yes.
Instagram.
Mhm.
And yeah, so invite him on the pod, and we're just gonna see where it goes. This should be fun. And if you could just introduce yourself, Matt, for everyone at
Yeah.
home.
Well, I mean, you did it. You did it pretty good, I think. Matt Murkrows Market. Been vending since about January, December kind of area. Met Rocco. I don't know where exactly I met Rocco, but I
It
know I
was
seen
at
him
Cards and
recently.
More.
Cards and More.
The one before Memphis. No, the one on August 1st. So and
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. It was fuck. One of them. Yeah, yeah, one of them.
yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it.
But yeah, no. So we met there, and then you did a deal. You didn't. I don't know if we really um did we? You didn't really do a deal with me, but you did a deal with my friend Max because I remember he had the Bubble Mew, and you took one of the Bubble Mews. That was like when Bubble Mew was like I
Yes.
think it was like 1.4 or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was like
Um,
13, 14, and then like dead as the week after it jumped up to like 16, 17.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so that happened, and then I kind of kept. I think I asked for y'all's Instagram, but then I low key like just didn't like record, like follow you guys. I just like forgot because that was a really busy weekend. I literally had. I think my first day of school was like the like 2 days after. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, I just got busy. But then we reconnected at Atlanta Collecticon, which was
Yes, we
awesome.
did.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
Hell yeah.
You guys were close to us, and kind of like just talked, and then followed you on Instagram. I was like, should I have you on the podcast?
Hell yeah.
And reason why was because one my friend Max, he was like, um, it's not like the only reason, but one of it was like for me, he was like, so me and him like talk all the time. Me and him, he's like my business partner essentially.
Mhm.
And I'm like teaching him how to do it. And like my brother, he's like my business partner.
Yeah.
Um, and me and him have had like conversations since we're kind of like at the tail end of high school. We're like, oh, what are we going to do after high school? How are we going to like keep this running? And
Bam.
I'm
Yeah.
someone that like I don't necessarily want to do like college or anything like that. But
Mhm.
he was like, yo, you should still do it because blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. And then he was like, yo, this guy still does college all stuff. I was like, okay, cool. And I've had someone that my friend, RJS Collectibles?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had him
It
on the
sounds familiar.
podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's one of my friends. And he dropped out of college to sell Pokemon cards. Because
Oh,
he was like doing like really well in college and stuff like, or really well with Pokemon and stuff like
in
that. And he
Pokemon.
kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, so he just like dropped out for it. And then I was like, that's cool. So I've seen one side of it, but I wanted to get like all these opinions because what I try to do with the
Facts.
podcast is
Yeah,
one
yeah.
like meet new people, outreach and stuff like that. But then also I
Mhm.
want to see like there's not one way to do Pokemon. So that's kind of like another thing that I want to talk about today. But that's kind of like a little backstory for everything. More about like you and like stuff you've done with Pokemon. What was you say you started vending in January, but what was kind
Yes.
of like your introduction to Pokemon before that?
Oh man, I can't even. There's so much to get going. So, like everybody, I did it when I was like 4, 5.
Hmm.
I think it was like tail end of Diamond and Pearl era, getting into Black and White era. I was, as I said, 4 or 5, super young. I get a pack like every now and then. My mom would give me like a box for like my birthday and a box for
Hmm.
like Christmas and stuff. But I went strong until maybe like XY era kind of stuff, and I had like a nice collection. And eventually, my mom just threw my shit away, and I was like, I don't want to do this no more. Got back into it, kind of. Well, my good friend Pancham, he was never with me, but he took me to my first event back in December, and that's why I started doing like my personal collection. I was just getting like stuff that I used to have back when I was into it.
Hmm.
Got back into it, was like, damn, this is like really fun. Like I like the environment because I was in other like businesses. Like I did like clothes before and I did like shoes before, but like the Pokemon people were like just way more like welcoming, way more
Hmm.
it just felt more homey, more cozy,
Yeah.
and it didn't feel as money hungry as like different avenues I was exploring, kind of thing.
Hmm.
And I just gravitated towards it heavily. It didn't feel like a job or like a business. It just felt like me going to meet hella people, like state to state. Like I met you in over here, and I meet other
Hmm.
people like down here and other people up here, and everyone's just cool as shit.
Hmm.
It's been a blast. I don't think I've had maybe one bad event, and surprisingly enough, it was the CollectCon that we reconnected at. That
Hmm.
event was ass, but apart from
Hmm.
that, like everything else is like amazing. It's been really no bumps on the road. There's been like small hiccups, like where stuff happens and stuff happens. Like something happened recently. Actually, it was this weekend. I lost a gold star Kyogre that I sent out to grade, and I got a 5. And so I was like, I'm gonna crack it, send it to Beckett, see what Beckett says.
Hmm.
And Beckett, and I never got to Beckett because I lost it last like a few days ago.
Oh wow,
But I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, yes, that. But apart from that, everything's been good. The Pokemon market's been like booming. It's been amazing recently. I can't um s- man, I low key got sidetracked on what the question was, but it's
No,
been
it's good.
an
You're
amazing journey so
yeah.
far. I mean, can't.
No, that's super cool. And for me, like very similar. Not like reselling shoes and stuff. I am here. I'm kind of a sneakerhead. I mean,
Oh,
like I
word.
like shoes. I just got well, here I'll look. Bam. I got I got these at the beginning of the summer.
That was some
These are like
flies.
my yeah, these are like my first like hype shoe, I guess, that I got.
Mm.
And I was really happy to get those because that was like one of my dream shoes. I was like, when I
Yeah,
start making money, I'm gonna do it. And I started making money with Pokemon. And one of my friends,
facts.
I do, I have a way, I don't know why, but I just find like a lot of good deals. Like one of my friends, like the guy that sold me that, he's like, I've worn it a couple
Mhm.
times. I don't really use it that much. Here, you can
Yeah.
have it for like really cheap and stuff like that. And like they were real
Mm.
and authenticated and all that stuff, which was crazy. Um, and then last 2 weekends ago, I did a card show, and one of my friends, it's a funny story. He had these on, so these are kind of like the other, like one of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Travis's,
The Travis, yeah.
um, the highs, and he, um, I've seen him wearing stuff, and he's worn them for like a couple of years or whatever. And I was like, "Yo, I'll pay you 200." It was like I did really good at the card show, and I was like, "Yo,
Uh-huh.
I'll pay you 200 right now
Yeah.
if you take them off your feet, and I'll literally buy them off your feet right now for
Uh-huh.
200 because he's had them for like 2 years." And he was like, nah, let's do, because he likes to gamble a lot. He's like, I'll do a 150, 250 coin flip. And I was like, I
Mm.
bet. So we did a coin flip for it, and I ended up losing. But still, it was kind of
Uh-huh.
like funny because like all those
Yeah,
things
no,
that I
like,
wanted to get are
hell
like
yeah.
into it. But
Mhm.
besides the point, and I have some like off-white dunks that I have, and then I have some other stuff. But
Right.
he kind of what you're saying to the point is Pokemon's like very different in all those avenues than everything else. Like experience here even with like the sports guys because we don't really have like Pokemon shows a lot of the time. We
Mm.
have like sports shows that like Pokemon owns half the real estate in the show,
Mm.
um, and they um, they can get like really like money and greedy, like really greedy about it. But Pokemon's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
chill.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with me with Pokemon, like 100%, like I believe this all my heart is like they the door's like really narrow. Like not a lot of people know about all the money that's being made into Pokemon. They just think
Mm-hmm.
it's like oh some collectibles or whatever. But
Yeah,
then when
yeah.
you like get into it and like vending and stuff, it's like oh
Facts.
wow,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a lot. Like it's just a bit all the doors open up.
Everything
Um
about
yeah. And I think that that's just like that's really cool. Um and I know that like you said like Atlanta I had a lot of
it.
people tell me that Atlanta was like really like it was not good. Like this Atlanta was a lot worse than the first Atlanta that happened.
Yeah.
I don't really know because it was my first Collecticon, so it was great. But so I'm really excited to see what happens with Chicago because that's the next one
Bro,
I'll be doing this weekend. Um,
where's your
yeah.
section? You know if it's like in the front or the back?
Let me get my group chat with all my boys.
Because I got in with my boy that I met in Kansas, and I have like I think I'm section 8. I'm like damn near the front.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm trying to sell as much as I can. Like on the story
Let's
sale, I
see.
think I'm gonna do another story sale this weekend and try to just buy out heavy.
Yeah, I don't. That's my. We're section 64.
It sounds like the middle.
Yeah, so that's like, hold up. We actually got the load-in zones right now because I'm flying by myself. So this is like my first time like
Oh
I've ever
really?
traveled like yeah by
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
And I was really surprised. Like I told my parents, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to like skip school and like, well,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I would need to be like, yeah. I told them, I was like, yeah, I need to skip school and I want to go, and this is like the time. And they're like, yeah, sure, do it. Like we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like we're like we trust you. We know that you want to do this. Like
Mm,
they've kind of gone to the point where it's like. At first, they were like, "Oh, wow, it's like a lot of money," but then now they kind of like, I feel like they're getting it. They're like, "Oh, wow, he's actually like doing what
facts.
he's
Yeah,
doing,"
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, they're like, "Okay, we're right here, so right by the loading zone, 64."
Could you zoom out a little bit? Oh yeah, so like front to the left.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. It blurred out, but we won't be right by the stage, I don't think. But I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I heard Chicago is
The better one.
um one of the best ones. Um, and so. But um, yeah, so I'm excited to see what happens. I'm gonna be with my friends,
Oh
and yeah,
yeah.
sorry, I got sidetracked
Nice.
with thinking about Chicago, but and I've never been there too, so I don't know how it is with you, but like for me, like I
Mm.
don't go a lot of places, so like going to all these shows is like really cool for me to like see all these new places I've never been to. Like the first time I went to Collecticon, I'd never been and like to Atlanta before, and it was like
Really?
really cool. Yeah, I've never like I don't travel a
You
lot. I just stay here in Nashville.
fair enough. I
But
was like,
I don't
because
know
you,
if
you
it's the
live you
same for
live
you.
mad close to Atlanta. You live like 4 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just don't move a lot. I don't do a lot of I kind of just like live here and work here and do all my stuff here, but
Fair enough.
um it's definitely been funny. I don't know. I don't know how that's been. What are like all the shows that you've done? Like or how's like your vending store? So like how did you start vending and stuff? You said you did like other businesses. So like did you kind of like snowball that the money into those businesses into vending and then start doing that? So like kind of how did that work out?
So a lot of my capital was already tied up in other things. So what
Hmm.
I just did was like basically just liquidate it all. I just had one show where I was like basically sell like in Pokemon terms would be like selling like at 60 or 70%. Like
Hmm.
I just got rid of all of my shits. And I went to like I don't know if you know what Cards HQ is, but Cards HQ is like a shop in Atlanta. And every now and then they
Cards,
have
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. They have a trade night and I was just cashing out heavy, 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 heavy. And then from there, just started doing vending shows, just started going there. At first, those all just local shows, like Georgia shows, South Carolina shows. But then I got more into like you snowball very much quicker when you go into bigger stuff,
Mhm.
like slabs as well. Like there's a lot more margin on small stuff, but there's a lot more money to make on bigger stuff. Like even if you're
Mhm.
making like 5, 10% on like $1,000 card, you're making like 50, $80 on one card. It's like, but as for what I was in before, this has just been crazy amounts of growth compared to everything else. And I think it's all because of like actual passion for it as well. Like
Mhm.
when you do something that you want to do, you do it way better than something that you don't want to do for the most part.
Yeah. No, I think that's that's true, and like something I found with Pokemon. So something I do. You talked about margins. It's funny. Something I do a
Yes.
lot, and it works with me right now because I do a lot of since I'm still like in high school and stuff like that. And I'm just in school. I know you obviously go to college and stuff like that. We could talk about that, but I do a lot of TCG player, which is like pretty much like bulk stuff like this. Like I have like thousands of these cards that I just have on the store. So like basic EXs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I have like thousands of these cards that I sell on TCG Play. Um,
Mhm.
or I have like yeah, so stuff like that, like just basic playables and stuff like that. It's the equivalent of like what you would buy for a whatnot stream, essentially, is how I think about it.
Mhm.
So, um, but I'm buying this stuff like super, super cheap because no one wants it, or people just give me like free bulk and it's like just free money.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I definitely know what you're saying with um, like snowballing at first. So I have a balance of like raw and slab inventory right now. But they I do a lot of that, and I have some slabs too, which is crazy. I think slabs for me, like
Mhm.
they jump a lot easier than like raw.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
had, it's in my case right now, but I have the Sylveon VMAX alt art from
Mhm.
Evolving Skies, so like the big one,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was what was it? I bought it at 80% when it was like 550, so I bought it for like 500, I think, or something like that. And now
Mhm.
it's like a $750
Yeah.
card. And like that's
That's
just
crazy.
me having this in these crazy. It's like what the, I'm not doing anything, it's already
Mhm.
making me money.
Exactly.
Um, and it's just crazy and it's fun. But I enjoy it. And hold up. You said so you're based in Atlanta, right? Beforehand or at Georgia or where were you? Because you said
Yes.
like you would go to all these places.
Yeah, so I'm based in not Atlanta, but like 40, 50 minutes away from Atlanta. It's a city
Mhm.
called Athens. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Cool. How was that? So for Nashville,
Mhm.
um, we're like obviously very centrally located, like we're pretty much really close to a lot of
Sure.
places. Is it very
Mhm.
similar like with that?
Low key, surprisingly, yeah. Because South Carolina is like an hour and a half east of me. Atlanta's like an hour west of me. South of me is pretty far, like that's Florida. North of me is like Tennessee, like where you're at.
Hmm.
I feel like Atlanta would be like more like the hub of everything, but I mean, nothing's really super far away. Like Charlotte's like 3 hours from me. Greenville's like an hour and a half. Atlanta's an hour. Nashville's like five ish, and
Hmm.
then Florida depends where, but like it ranges from like seven to like eight. But
Yeah.
nothing's super duper far. And then on top of that, Atlanta has like a huge fucking airport, so flying out of there is not super expensive for the most part.
Hmm. Hmm. No, that's cool. That's very similar here in Nashville. And it's weird. I don't know how the Pokemon scene there, like the local Pokemon scene, but the local Pokemon scene here in Nashville is like really non-existent. Oh, it obviously is here, but it's not like crazy. Like I've heard like places in
Mhm.
the West Coast like go stupid for
Oh,
Pokemon. And
mhm.
like all that, like there's places that are crazy. So I don't know if it's like more in the South, or type of thing, but I know that there's it's just weird. There's a lot more sports guys here. I don't know if
Mhm.
it's the same over there, but it's definitely something that's on the rise and something that we've definitely tried to help like contribute to and stuff like that. Um, with like shows that I run, like so I run my own shows with some other people,
Mhm.
and like all that type of stuff. We really tried to help with that, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, but that's really my dad did music, so he told me a lot. Like Atlanta's airport was like super big and stuff like that, and really
Yeah.
cool to
Yeah.
come out of too and stuff like that. But that's that's great. So
Mhm.
out of all the shows that you've done, what has been like your favorite show, or what are your favorite types of shows to vend?
I think there's only one answer. There's a show. It's a not sequential, but like a monthly show here in basically Atlanta. It's like 20 minutes from. It's called Stone Mountain. Is the city, but the place is called Charlie's. And
Hmm.
every month they have a show, and it's like the coziest show. It's like the most like busiest show, the most consistent show I think I've ever been to. They recently, as I said, last as of last week, went to Raleigh, and I think that is one of my best shows as
Hmm.
of date. Like just revenue wise, trade wise, buying wise, everything wise. Um, I mean, Charlie's is like honestly the place to go. I think I was talking to my friends about it, but it was like low
Hmm.
key, like I think Charlie's buck for buck is like two, three times better than Collecticon
Hmm.
consistently. Because Collecticon's like you either make it or you bust.
Yeah,
But Charlie's is man, I can't like. It sounds like I'm sponsored, but like I can't even like explain how consistent it is.
yeah.
And the people
I,
that work there as well, super like supportive. Like their email people are good. Getting tables is pretty easy, pretty affordable. I mean,
Yeah,
great place to be.
yeah. I've heard about the Charlie's Collectible shows,
Mhm.
and there I've heard that they're really good, and they're relatively bigger, right? Like they're a bigger show.
Yeah, kind of.
So cool. What are their? It's a weekend, right? It's a weekend show.
Yeah, yeah. It's a Saturday
Yeah,
Sunday show.
cool. How much are their tables?
So I think it's 140 per table per weekend. So
Okay,
it's
that's
like
cool.
it's yeah, pretty affordable for the most part.
No, that's really cool. And I want to go start vending those. I'll be able to. I'm buying my first car probably by the end of this month.
Oh my
From
god.
Pokemon. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's a reason why I did this.
that's
But
crazy for that.
I should be getting something for like a car soon. And then once I do that, I'll be able to like actually travel and go places
Yeah,
for
travel
shows
and
and
stuff.
stuff like that.
That's
So,
crazy.
wa- Collecticon and like that type of stuff will definitely be like very um that area will be very
Mhm.
accessible for me to do that. So
Hell
hopefully,
yeah.
yeah, but I'm looking
You know
forward
what
to
car
it.
you're gonna get?
Oh yeah, so there's a couple options that I have here, but something pretty much like obviously I would want to like kind of ball out a little more, get something a little nicer, but there's
um,
I, I kind of like I kind of I struggle with that on a lot of things.
I
Um,
feel
but the car, my one of my uncles like does a lot of like cars and stuff.
Mhm.
And something I looked at, it's pretty much like a Toyota like hatchback or something like that. Um, and they're just like really good on gas, and like he cut me like a really
Mhm.
good deal on it, so
Yeah,
I could take all the money that I didn't use on the car and just put it back into inventory. It would kind of be
exactly.
like that would kind of be
Yeah,
the idea for it.
yeah.
And then once I do that, would go well. So something like that, and then later get something nicer.
Oh yeah.
Kind of what I'm thinking. So I yeah. But that's I don't know. Take it one day at a time, really. I had
Facts.
this one guy. He has like this really cool Civic, but it's just a lot of work.
Oh
And
god.
he's put a lot of work into it, and like
Mhm.
I think it would be fun, but it wouldn't be like for shows and stuff. It'd be a lot more cramped.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know. It's just stuff like that. That's kind of funny to think about because like I never thought I would be able to do that with Pokemon, which is like it's
Yeah,
hilarious. And it's
it's
funny.
funny as shit, bro.
Yeah, it's just funny. Um, compared to so you kind of compared it to um like clothes reselling and I assume reselling and like shoes and stuff. So what were your margins like in those industries compared to like Pokemon?
So when I was doing shoes, margins are so crazy because there's two ways to do shoes. Kind of like there's two ways, like there's more like three ways to do Pokemon. So Pokemon is like what raw, sealed, and slabs. And shoes is more so just like new, used, and I guess there's like grails. Like just
Hmm.
super expensive stuff, like stuff they see on the news, like, oh, this shoe is sold for like $1 million, like the
Hmm.
Back to the Future shoes, like the those kind of things.
Yeah.
There's um I don't even know where to begin. Margins on shoes is so all over the place because it depends. It's like everything, just depends on hype and demand. There's more margin on used shoes, kind of like there's more margin
Hmm.
in raw. Like there's it's smaller capital but more margin. So like you buy a shoe for $50, you clean it really well, you sell it for 150, you triple your money. But
Hmm.
if you buy like an expensive shoe for 1,000, you flip it for I don't know 1,200, you're making
Yeah.
200 bucks. 20%, that's 200.
Hmm.
And then in clothes, it wasn't more so reselling. I was me and a buddy of mine, like we made a brand and
Oh, that's cool.
we were selling our clothes, and then like there we just weren't as motivated to do it. It kind of just was a thing where we fell out of love with it.
Hmm.
But the margins on that is like because when you make something, your margins are consistent. Like you make it for this much, you get it shipped out for this much, packaging costs this much, you're making this much. But what costs more in something like that is just advertisement. and that's something that you don't really need to do too much in Pokemon. Like you can't like get
Mhm.
ads, or like you can't like I don't know, promote on Instagram Reels or on YouTube or whatever. But for the most part, Pokemon's just more just getting to know other people, getting connections, building bridges. As soon as you get
Yeah.
all that, I mean, everything is like just it just snowballs crazier than it is in shoes. Because shoes is everyone's just looking out for each other. Like you're trying to make money, they're trying to make money, they're trying to make money off you, you're trying to make money off them. It's more so like it's more like a vulture kind of
Hmm. Mindset.
environment. And then in Pokemon, it's like, oh, you like this card, like I'll straight trade you, or you like this card, I'll throw you a deal on
Hmm.
it. Like it's more so looking out for the other person. And then in clothes, it's also like not more so vulture but more it's just harder
There's like
to
more
grow
competition.
back. Yeah, yeah. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's
No, that's
just
cool. I like I said, I'm much more of an observer, and like I'm like a used shoe fiend. Like I'm looking at one of these guys that I sell. He sells a whole bunch of used shoes on Instagram, and he has
let's
these.
see.
Like I, that's one of my like worst. I don't say vices, but it's just like one of my worst things is that
Mhm.
like I see like since I started making my Pokemon, like my shoe collection is just like God. But like
uh-huh.
these, he had these right now on Instagram. I can't hold up. Can I
There was
give him?
some Jordans, some oh, the mochas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Is
has
that is that I sell sneakers?
no. So five
No.
six 586 kicks.
586, 586. Is that Nashville? Sample?
No, he looks like that.
I definitely know that guy.
You do
Wait. Show me his profile. Like his actual profile, not his profile picture.
like his face?
No, no, no. Like just his profile on Instagram. Oh wait, he has a shit ton. Go to his followers and type in 706 and see what pops up.
706.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on it?
It should be wait, just show me what pops up. Oh shit. It'd be funny as hell on there.
What was the resale page?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I thought I would have known that guy. That'd been funny. But yeah, my sneaker page was 706 because that's Athens and then kicks.
Hold up.
I thought I would have been there.
706. I had a lot of. This is located in San Diego. Um, yeah, I. That's one of my things.
Oh yeah.
And it's really bad. It's really bad. But because it like eats into like slabs and stuff like that, or like other
Yeah.
things. Like I could take that same money and put it into something else.
Facts. Yeah.
That would make like a lot more money for it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever. Uh, it's what it is. Money is used. Money comes in, money goes out. It's not really that big
Facts.
of a
Yeah.
deal. But that's so. What is kind of like your inventory? So you kind of like offload everything, got more into like Pokemon. Started
Mhm.
vending shows. What was did you start like more locally and then like grow into like collecticons, or did have you like always like kind of gotten into those big shows?
Yeah. So it was definitely very gradual. I think our first CollectCon was very recent, as in like August, which I think is still pretty
Mhm.
recent. It was Charlotte. I mean, we didn't do a smidgy CollectCon before that. Um, but since that one, we've been going to every single one after that, and I think we're planning to go to every single one except for the one in Jersey.
Cool.
But it was definitely just like more smaller shows, smaller shows, smaller shows, maybe like a decent show, and small, 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 small. But now it's like at this point, smaller show doesn't make too much sense for us. So it's like if we have to fly out to another state to get another show in,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
just won't make sense for us business wise. I mean,
Yeah. No, that's
basically, yeah.
cool. No, no,
Yeah.
and that's cool. And I'm like, I'm flying to Chicago for the first time. With my group of like, I'm not. I'm
Mhm.
saying going by myself. I'm going by myself as a unit, as a business.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
my 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 I have a group that I'm going with, so I'm not going to be alone. But
Yeah, yeah,
I'm excited to. Well, I'm not excited, but I want to see how like TSA works with all that stuff with the cases and everything. How if they treat like
oh,
luggage or how they
yeah, yeah.
like. I think it's going to be interesting because I've never traveled like that before. I've always driven.
Mhm.
Um, and I think it'll be cool. But we're
Yeah.
using Southwest. I don't know if that is a good airline. I was kind of just whatever my guy
So
was using. But
that was pretty
yeah.
good. I think
Um,
every time I've flown out with with like because I'm assuming you're taking like a Zion case or whatever, right?
yeah. So I have my roller. Hold up.
Yeah, yeah, the roller. Every
Yeah.
time I've gone with it, oh, you got the big one.
Yeah, well, okay, so funny story about this.
Uh-huh.
I bought it off a guy off Instagram who
Yeah.
people were like said that he was allegedly a scammer.
Oh.
Um, so I bought it off him and he delivered the product. I was very stern with him. I was like, "Yo, there's a
Um.
lot of stipulation going around with you right now. I don't want to be that guy. Like, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, but we're going to go through this in the most like secure way so I don't lose money and you don't lose your reputation again."
Yeah.
Um, and he was like, "All right, understood." He understood the assignment and sent me my case.
Oh yeah.
He paid like $100 in shipping too, so it was
Yes,
like,
because those cases are fucking
yeah,
huge, bro.
yeah. So he lost money. He lost $100 sending it, but
Uh,
um, it was yeah, it's crazy.
there we go. Trying to find a good place to put it. But yeah,
Um,
shit. If you want to do case for case, man, my case that I don't even have enough space in my case for all my shit, bro. I need to carry like a personal bag with the carry on as well. It's getting bad. I have too many
yeah.
bricks.
I don't even have that full case filled up. It was kind of like it's like a manifestation thing with me. It's like I saw it, I like bought the case. I'm like soon, like this date, this case will be full someday.
Oh yeah.
And it gets there, but one day at a time with it. But no, I'm excited to see how it goes. And I'd be using that case too. The great thing about it is I could sit on it.
Yeah.
And like I could like sit on it and make deals and stuff like that. That's the best
Mhm.
part about it. But
I
yeah.
used to make fun of all the motherfuckers that would do that, bro. And then I see myself doing that, like, damn.
No, because it's
Yeah.
comfortable and it's like it's funny to walk or like stroll down like an aisle and then sit at someone's table and they're like, "What the?" I'm like, "Yo,
No, what the
I'm chilling."
hell?
Yeah, no, um, it's just funny, but no, it's I enjoy that case a lot. But I'm excited to see how it is flying because I've never done it before.
Yeah.
Like with Pokemon and stuff like that. But that's, so you what's like your slab range right now? Like, because I know a lot of people like have like special like they like vintage, they like modern, they like evolution, whatever the thing might be. Like, kind of like what are
Yeah.
you like? What are things that y'all like to do with your slabs or inventory?
Like prefer. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, whatever I think is cool enough to have. Like I know there's been certain cards where I just didn't want to have. Like I think
Hmm.
we take in everything except for things that I don't think are worth their price for the most part. I mean, you see us have. I think our most expensive card right now is like a vintage Umbreon, right?
Hmm.
And then our second most expensive card is like modern, 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 modern. We just like to have what we think would move the best. I mean, like we have
Hmm.
like Moonbreon, we have like Gold Stars, we have like evolutions, like things that we think sell, and then we have like some like fun stuff. I know. What else is fun? Like pop two, what I like to do the most is like pop like PSA ones. So
I love PSA ones. They're just I like ones and I like PSA ones. I like PSA tens. I don't and maybe some fives, but that's like
I've
the
never,
things that I like.
I've never heard five.
But you continue what you were saying. Sorry, I cut you off.
I mean, like every now and then we just have like a few damage cards that we just crease up a little more. I think we made a
Mhm.
reel on it like a month or two back. That's funny enough because we made a reel. The reel popped up, and then our Instagram got like taken down.
Oh,
But
really?
it was like yeah, us creasing up like a base set Zard, and then like posting it. It got like a lot of traction, and then our post got taken down. But it came back recently and got a one. So I
Oh,
thought that was that was funny because we like gave it to our dog, and our dog bit it, and then they still graded that shit.
that's
Mm.
hilarious. No, that's cool. I didn't realize y'all's account got taken out. That's crazy. Because it was it because of the video? That video?
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't know what it was. It just says that they said that we were impersonating the people who ran the account. Like we weren't the people running the account. We were just like a repost account.
Oh, okay.
So they took us down for that.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Instagram has weird guidelines sometimes with
Sure.
like stuff
Yeah.
like that. But no, that's cool. I had my friend Shinyvert, he did I know he did a video like that one time in PSA like they like banned him from using PSA ever again.
What
Because
the hell did
yeah,
he
or some
do?
it was like crazy. No, so he was like, bro, this is how easy it is to get a miscut card at PSA. And he literally got scissors and cut through like a card, sent it in a PSA, and they counted it as a miscut. And it was like,
Mm,
oh my goodness, like, and he recorded it too. I was like,
oh,
he was being stupid, but it was,
mm,
or he it wasn't being him being stupid. He was just trying to prove a point of like how PSA is bad at grading,
yeah.
um, and it worked. That I
And
think
now he's banned.
they have their thing after that. Yeah, and he was like he got banned or something like that for PSA,
Yeah.
which is like crazy work. But
Mm,
I don't know. I don't do a lot of grading. I know a lot of people say that it's like obviously like one of the best ways to multiply your inventory. So I'm starting to get like into it a little bit more. I have the V Star Mewtwo and the V Star Charizard being sent out. They're
mhm.
separate orders, but they are being sent out. And then I have the Blastoise and the Venusaur from 151. And what else do I have? Oh, the Pikachu from 151, like the running Pikachu. But I don't like grade heavy. I don't know, like, do you guys grade a lot?
So funny enough, you ask us. Yeah. Yeah. So just yesterday, the reason I wasn't able to hop on this yesterday was I had two things come up. One of them was volleyball, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go play some volleyball." And the thing before that was these past like 3 4 weekends, I just been buying and being traded in a lot of gradables. And yesterday I spent about 2 3 hours looking at all my cards, seeing what we thought was good enough,
Hmm.
and then another 2 hours at GameStop itself sending them
Yeah,
out. So I think yesterday we sent out a total of 134 cards
it's crazy.
to
I think I saw
GameStop.
that on your story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah.
like it was a mix of like Japanese IRs that are like super cheap tens, but like with like I mean like it adds up like a $60 10. We invest $20 into it, we triple $20. And then there's like some crazy cards in there. Like this weekend, everyone had mega. Everyone was looking to sell their mega because it's super high right now. Like
Hmm.
SIRs, IRs, the gold ones. So I think we had four of the Gardevoir golds, like the full gold card that I thought looked really
Hmm.
good. I think we had three of the Lucarios and like basically one or two of each SIR that we sent out. And we had a whole bunch of like Destin Rival stuff. And it was just a crazy submission. At the end of the day,
Hmm.
it cost us 3,000 to get it just sent out. When it
Wow.
comes back, I think hopefully we get upcharged a shit ton. And hopefully have to pay a lot more to get it back. But it's with GameStop, it takes usually, I think GameStop's the way to go because PSA, you don't pay until it gets back to you.
Hmm.
But GameStop, you pay there. But it's been, it's been like super fast with them. I think yesterday I picked up an order that I shipped out August 20th.
Hmm.
So it was like damn near like a month and a half return
Yeah,
time,
which is crazy. Yeah, because
which
that right
is
now,
stupid. It's
yeah.
insane. Because I
Yeah.
have orders that I sent out with PSA Value Max that came back a week before that, but I sent out the same day. And I paid $70 per card to get that sent out. And it came
Yeah.
back 1 week earlier.
Yeah.
And PSA is $20. And it's like with GameStop, yeah, yeah.
That's
Like
cool. But
mhm,
yeah, and that's like been the issue with me wanting to grade is just it takes so long, and most of the time, like by the time I get the card back, like the value of the card goes down, which is why
mhm.
like except like this Charizard. So when I sent out the Charizard, it was like the V Star. I think it was like a $400 slab, and then it went up to like $600, and now it's like over a
Mhm.
thousand, I think, or
Yeah.
it's like at 1,000 still. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it was at Collecticon. And I was like, dang, like it was like stuff like that. It's worth it because like it made while it's out, it made you like 600 extra bucks.
Exactly.
But like that and the Mewtwo, but like little stuff like if I'm sending like a bunch of bulk like
Yeah.
IRs that are like 120 $120 slabs, like it
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
more sense for me just to sell them raw and buy slabs at like
Mhm.
80% or whatever, um, and like resell them. Like it makes more sense that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's fun. I might have to check GameStop. I send it through a shop here called Nash Cards. I don't know if you know them, but they're a shop
No.
here in Nashville,
Mm.
that they
Yeah.
send relatively good. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. They send um they're like a game they're a PSA affiliate, so like you can just
Oh.
offload all your orders at them and then they'll send it off for you. Kind of similar to GameStop. But I
Yeah.
didn't know. I'll see how these my friend sent out a bulk order with some of my cards, so I'll see how those come back. If they come back
Oh yeah.
fast enough. But yeah. One thing that I did do expedited shipping and it still took forever was the Leafeon VMAX. So I have the Leafeon VMAX for Evolving Skies.
Evo. Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm trying to, that's part of a like a trade up challenge thing that I'm doing because I'm trying to trade up into like
Yeah. Yeah.
Pollux. So
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
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 So I have to make the third video. I want to make the third reel before um Chicago, so like I can like promote it and stuff at Chicago.
Mhm.
But that's kind of been the goal for that. But
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's been besides that I haven't done like expedited shipping for GameStop or anything because it just or GameStop PSA because it just doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
But it's super. Um, yeah. When you so I don't know who it was beside you, but at Atlanta you had there's a guy beside you. I don't was that the guy that you were trying to invite?
Yeah. It's like a
Yeah. Okay.
Gino. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So he told me also that he used to like do shoes and stuff. So did you guys started doing this like together, right? I assume.
Yeah, basically. So as I
Yeah,
said earlier, he was the guy that took me to my first ever card
yeah,
show. But before then, I knew him for way too long. Like I'm not, I know too much about that guy. Like I think I know
yeah.
him for 2 years before I was doing cards and stuff. So now it's like damn near like a third year anniversary. I'm knowing this guy, but great guy. I'm surprised he wasn't able to make it. He said he had to go to the gym,
Mm,
but yeah, I know I've been knowing him since shoes. Now he brought me back into cards. So like a little bit of it I owe to him, like for her just taking me to like a show. But
mhm.
great guy, other guy.
No, that's super cool. And I very similar with me. I have a boy. His name's Max. He's one of my like we randomly met at a card show, and now he's like my best friend. And like we just like talk all the time, and like we're growing
Yeah.
Pokemon together. Guy that you did the deal with.
Mhm.
Um, and he's been absolutely crushing it. He kind of did more like lawn care businesses and stuff like that beforehand. So he kind of just took some of that money and put it into Pokemon. He's doing phenomenal.
No,
We're gonna yeah, but he's so I don't know if you guys have a similar, but how he since he's part of my group, I'm like the guy that like stays at the table and like does all that stuff. I have a vendor POV, like all that type of stuff, and then he's the one that like walks around for us, and he'll be like,
Mhm.
"Yo, like Rahu, give me $100," or he'll be like, "Yo, I'll be like, "Yo, we need to sell this card. I've had it for 4 shows." He's like, "Bet, I'll do it." And he like
Yeah.
walks around. He's like the master like convincer. I don't know how he does it. Um,
Uh-huh.
and then he also is like the master at like cooking kids. Like he'll just like automatically like he'll see like he'll be like, "Yo, kid," like he's like, "Oh, how much do you want for that card?" And the kid's like, "Oh, like $20 or something like that." He's like, "Oh, like this card's a little bit more. I'll do like $40." And he brings it back. He's like, "Rocco, it's a $70 card." And he's like just stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and he's telling me so he's like sourcing a lot of stuff from his high school because a lot of them like just need the money and they don't like Pokemon anymore. So
Mhm.
he gets a lot of the stuff there for cheap from them.
Oh yeah.
But he's been awesome to have and like really really close friend that we met through Pokemon.
Oh
So
yeah.
I kind of relate to that with what you said with your friend, which I think is which is cool. I A section that I like to have like on every podcast is
Mhm.
I call it like what was your first Charizard? Pretty much what it means. Like what was the first like card for you or event or experience? Obviously you talked about like going to your first show and doing collecticons and all that stuff, but like you're like, dang, like I'm actually like a Pokemon, but like this is like something different and I want to actually like do this.
So I probably have two, like
Mhm,
two moments. One of them was getting back into it. Like I just met a lot of people in South Carolina that same card show that made me feel like damn, like this is like the place I want to be. Like I want to be like one of these people, like just have good vibes.
mhm,
And the second one was when I was in pre-K and I was bugging this guy on the bus.
mhm,
He was in like fourth or fifth grade, and I was in pre-K. I was on the bus, and he had like a whole little Pokemon collection,
mhm,
and I was asking for a card. Like I was bugging him every single day, and then he finally gave me a bulk card, and the card was like some janky, like basically like now it'd be like HP, right? Some HP bulk card, but it had a Murkrow on it, and then
mhm.
I cherished that card forever, and I still have it today.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I looked back at it recently, like recently as in like January, like when I got back into it. Card's fake as hell. But I feel like that was like the real reason that I got into it, was just the warmth it gave me. I kind of want to give that out as well.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's kind of like the experience, you know, like over everything.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. And that makes sense why it's like Murkrows collectibles, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
great. And I think that a lot of like obviously you have like Bulbasaur, Charizard, but you have like all these like
Mhm.
the big Pokemon creators, like they use like a Pokemon in association with them. Um,
Thanks.
and I think that's awesome and that's great. And I probably should do that. My favorite Pokemon are like Wooper and I like Slowpoke a lot. So I probably would have done something with like
Mhm.
Slowpoke, but I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
chose to do a Pokeball because I was boring and I was like not really creative at the time that I was making the brand. So I was like, dang, I
Mhm.
might as well like just do this. Um, and yeah, so I just stuck with it. But I that's really cool. And sometimes it's like much less about the card, it's more like about the experience. So I
Yeah.
definitely like I agree with that like 100%. So um that's great. And that you still have that card too. I have where's it my here yeah. This is my vendor bag. I have
Fucking
in my
vendor.
vendor
Yeah.
bag, yeah, I have so funny enough about me and my boy Max, we each have we have like so I have this one. So Groudon's also like one of my favorite Pokemon, and this was
Uh-huh.
like one of the first Groudon cards that I got. So I have it, and I'll put it
That's
in a team
sweet.
right now. But yeah, so I always have in my vendor bag, kind of just like to remind me like where I came from and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I don't have like a lot of PC, like at all. I have like a couple cards. The two cards that I do have, well, like is this card, and then I have this one which I got Collecticon. It's Bulbasaur, signed by
Oh, he
Bulbasaur, so I
signed
have
it.
that one. Yeah, he has that one, so I'm just gonna keep that card forever.
Mhm.
And then I have like another card that was signed by another one of my vendor friends in Nashville, like in my first show, because in today's the 7th of October. So yeah, this weekend is like my 1 year anniversary of like actually like doing Pokemon. Not as like a vendor. That'll be in like next. That's in November, I think. But I've been like really like obviously big back into Pokemon
Oh yeah.
from a year, but it's been really cool. That's all I have PC was. I I not like so obviously you're in college. I
Mhm.
don't. You
I am.
said you're getting a major in business and a minor in marketing. I think is what you told me.
Yeah, something like that.
Um, I, so how do you balance that as like one like a student and like two as like a Pokemon vendor and owning your own Pokemon business in college?
Yeah. 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 Um, I mean, I think when I think of it, I just work because right now, as much as my parents don't want it to be, I think Pokemon is my priority because of just how much it's growing, how much like
Hmm.
I'm actively having fun, how much I'm making in it as well. That I scheduled my whole school schedule around Pokemon.
Hmm.
So I was like Saturday, Sunday, of course I'm, school's out, doesn't matter anyways. But Friday and Monday I took off because Fridays I usually have to pack. I have to like reprice everything for the weekend, fly out if need be. Monday is the day I come back from having like a 3 day kind of like
Hmm.
job. So
Yeah.
I had that day off. Tuesday and Thursday are the days that I was able to have school. And Wednesdays I usually go in for like tutoring or just like getting everything I need to have done. Because if I don't do it that day, I can't do it Thursday because I leave school at like 7 p.m.
Hmm.
Because I'm there from 11 to, as I said, 7 p.m. So I'm there for a long ass time. And once I was able to like mentally in my, because it took me like a week or two to get myself accustomed to that. Because before that it was just summer, and summer was just like go 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 go
Hmm.
like whatnot,
Same thing. Yeah.
story sales, like pre-pricing, like flying out, going to shows, stuff like that. But it's just been much more putting school on the back end, and I'm
Hmm.
only really doing school because parents kind of just want me to. And it's like, I mean, they gave me a house, they gave me like food, they gave me a car. So I was like, I might as well like do school for them.
Yeah.
Um, but it was much more figuring out how to do school with Pokemon, not figuring out how to do Pokemon with school, for me
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. No, I think, and I'm like 100% like that all the way too. Um, and for me, it's like I told my parents, and my mom is more like the one. My dad is more like he gets it more because of like
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
did, like as what he
yeah.
does as a profession and stuff like that. My
Mhm.
mom is a little bit more like strict though,
Yeah.
or wants me to do like college and stuff. And she's more, so she's harder to get into. My dad is like, bro, if you do like one semester, like just do like one accounting class, and then like I don't care. And pretty much like that's how he is. But
Yeah.
it's just interesting. And I like what you said about like for me, it's very much like I wake up early, or I don't really
Mhm.
wake up early. I go to bed super late, and then I wake up and I rush to get to school,
Mhm.
and then like I do school, I come back home. I do a sport after school, or I go to the gym, and then like I do like this, I do podcast, I do claim sales, I do TCG player,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
content. That's pretty much like all it is, and very much with you, it's like I would I would I'm doing it this weekend. Like I
yeah.
automatically like just signed up. I'm like, yeah, I don't give like I'm leaving. Um,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and most of that is just like I don't know. It's just and I've seen the opportunity that Pokemon's offered me and like how much it's grown and how easy it is. Not easy. It is easy, but like how fun it is to scale
Yeah.
in it and like
Mhm.
grow. So it's definitely been like very, very beneficial for me and all that type of stuff.
Like that.
But I
Yeah. Same exact boat with you. It's like I saw this opportunity. I saw how well we were moving, and I was like, "Fuck it," just like full steam ahead. I think I had that mindset since summer. I've just been doing an event for as long as I can remember. I think my last break might have been in like March or April, where I didn't have like where I had like a
a
weekend to
show.
myself. But yeah,
Mhm,
everything else is like show,
mhm.
because it's
So
just
like,
been.
yeah,
Mm,
no, for sure. And like for me, like especially I saw do TCG players said to whatnot. I actually just started my whatnot, so I'm gonna start like
mm.
streaming that. That's a goal for Chicago is to like see like start picking up some like whatnot inventory and seeing like what sells and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in the summer too. So I had like a job that I had at a grocery store. Um,
Mhm.
and so I'd work there. I would work at the gym, like go to the gym, and then I do Pokemon. It was like just rinse and repeat, like show every weekend. And
Mm.
it's just like it was crazy. Like we did, yeah. And
Yeah.
then you like go back to school, and it's like, bro, I can't do
Yeah.
any of
It
this
is
stuff.
like fuck. Uh-huh.
But there's a time and place for it, and I think that like it's just for me, it's like that in between struggle. Like if I would just like take like a year off and do Pokemon fully, or just get some stuff done with, or whatever. Um, and like parents see the vision and stuff like that. And I know it's like definitely like reasonable to scale a business in school because obviously a lot of people do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. Cross that bridge when you get there. But I thank you for that by the way, and I
Yeah.
hope that everything goes well and all that stuff with what you're trying to do. and
I
it's
appreciate
just
that,
like
bro.
been really good. Yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah.
it'll be fun. Um, and it's a good time, at least from what I hear. I don't really know. And then also like for me too, like I know that it would be
Uh-huh.
I'd want to dorm somewhere, but then if I dorm somewhere, I would like become unlocked in because I would probably be like a super big frat person and like try to like throw parties and stuff all the time. Like I'd always
Yeah.
be doing that type of stuff, and it's just like I don't know. It just depends
I
um,
feel that, bro.
on what the cards are. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's so you said you still have that Murkrow. Kind of like changing topics.
Yes.
Um, you have that Murkrow.
Mhm.
Do you have any other like cards that you like? Do you have like a PC or like kind of what's your opinion on PC?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. I feel like the word PC is so thrown around. Like I know some people that have like a PC, but it's like really just like an investment pile. Like
I
sealed
know
stuff,
those
like
people
bro.
too. Yeah,
Like let's be dead ass, bro. Like your sealed
yeah,
stuff isn't a PC. You're
yeah.
keeping it because Evo Sky's boxes went from $100 to $3,000.
Hmm.
You're keeping this box till it reaches a certain point, they're gonna sell it. I think PC is such a, as I said, thrown around word. My PC was what I thought was really cool and undervalued, so I was able to pick it up pretty easily. And now with recent, just been people found out how cool it was, how affordable it was, and it was like Gen 3 EXs stuff. So what is it? Unseen Forces, like the Lugias, like the Team Rocket EX stuff,
Yeah,
like all
like
that
what?
kind of stuff. I was like, this
Yeah.
shit is cool as fuck. I could pick up a near mint Hitmonchan for $25, or I could have like some random IR from Journey Together for $20.
Hmm.
So I've just been picking that up, and recently it's just been going through the roof. So I think my collection damn near like quadrupled from like what I
Nice.
paid for it. But
Yeah.
apart from like, I guess that's kind of like an investment pile, to be honest, because
Hmm.
I thought it was undervalued. If I picked it up now, it might be worth more in the future. Apart from that, I mean, just Murkrows. I have like all the destined ones. I have all the shiny Murkrows from Paul Fades. I have like what else is there? I think he did has one with like two or three cards. They're like cool. Everything else is just bulk.
Nice. No, that's super cool. It's funny that you say that. This is one of my Grail cards, like this type of area access.
Yeah, yeah, that's stuff.
Yeah, no, this stuff goes so hard. And
It's
it's
so tough.
because I love the old like CGI with it. Like it
Yeah,
just looks
mhm.
so
It's
it's
so
so
cool.
good. Yeah,
I
this is
I
one of my
have
sorry,
I
what were you
think I
saying?
have that guy. I have one in my binder, like damaged. It's like funny because that one has so when a card gets water damage, it either gets like a weird texture on it,
Hmm.
or this one has foil, so it goes in between like the foil and like the paper, and I call it like dick vein lines. And it has like a shit ton of them. And I also have that one in a PSA one, I think, and it's like $200. It's
Yeah,
insane.
it's crazy. Or like this Charizard, bro. This Charizard is so
Yeah,
cool.
that one's tough.
Yeah, I like these. What else is? Let's see where the other EXs are. Okay, that's gonna take too long. But no, I like all those like those early EX models.
Yeah.
Are super cool. That and then I like the tag teams. Ironically, like I liked them before they like spiked up. Um,
Yeah.
but no, those cards are fun.
No.
But yeah, so for me, all I really have, I don't like have a whole bunch of stuff. Like I know those guys, they're the investor bros, and they're like, "No, it's all
Yeah.
PC. I promise. I
That's
trust."
all
And
baby.
then and then they like you see the in their inventory at the next show, and I'm like, "Bro, you said that was PC." They're like, "Oh, it went up like $400. Like I gotta sell it." I was like, "Oh my goodness, y'all are so like."
Yeah.
It pisses me off because you give them a good deal because they're like, "Oh yeah, PC. Yeah,
It's PC.
take it at 80% or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, I bet. Thank you." And
Yes.
then they sell it, and it's like
Oh.
it's annoying. But
Yeah.
yeah. That's really cool. I yeah, I get that. What I don't really have any other questions. I usually have like questions I go through. Um and I don't really got anything else. What's kind of like so obviously you've been like balancing it with like college and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like what are you planning? Like kind of like what is y'all's like game plan for the future, I guess? Or like what are y'all trying to like do like with the Pokemon? Like do you guys have an end goal? Like do you guys just want to be like a household name in Collecticon, or like you guys want to open a shop, or like what is like kind of what y'all's like trying to do?
That's actually a really good question. That's something I've been trying to figure out myself because there will come a point in time where Pokemon just like stables out and then slowly starts to decline.
Hmm.
And then from there it's like, what now? Because right now everything's like this. Everything's
Hmm.
going up, 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 up. So market's amazing. But give it like a year or two, it's gonna start slowly declining instead of staying the same. My goal out of this was never to like own a shop or to um like stay permanent. I think what I liked the most thing about vending was just being able to go here and there and there and there. Like you said earlier, was just traveling. I love traveling.
Hmm.
Vending gives me that opportunity to go places. So I think for now, for the next few years, I'm gonna just continue vending,
Hmm.
not looking for a place to set up shop at, not looking for. But what I want to do a lot more, and I was being able to do a lot more like a few months ago when I wasn't so like far into deep into it, was content creation, like what you do. Like I see you have that YouTube, you do like reels and stuff. I'm assuming you have a TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok. That's the one thing I need
No,
to
you,
do.
you gotta tap in on that, bro.
I
TikTok
know.
is good, but that's something I wanna like. I wanna have more like kind of just like how not not like a huge platform, but like someone that kind of everybody knows.
Hmm.
Not like a Bulbasaur or like a Jar Chomp where it's like consistent videos, but like someone that like kind of like your content creator's favorite creator kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
what I want to become one day. Like I want to just be like just me and in Pokemon and eventually just get that into something.
Yes.
Um Long term goal apart from Pokemon, I think was always pretty cool to own a restaurant. I think that was always like my tippy top goal.
That's valid.
And this is helping me like business management, balance shit. So I guess everything goes into that.
No,
But
no, I think that's great. And I think that that's awesome. And for me, like very similar is pretty much is I want to be like a travel vendor pretty much after high school.
mhm,
And like do my own stuff and like grow like the brand and like the YouTube and all that type of stuff.
yeah.
And eventually like I've been doing Grails and Glory stuff, so helping grow that show, and pretty much what we're trying to do is build it into like a collecticon essentially, or something
Mhm,
like comparable.
yeah.
Um, so build that business up, and then I want to open my own shop in like the future because I've always like
Oh
loved
yeah.
the card shops. But that's kind of like the goals for me, and then also using Pokemon. So like I'm always like a serial entrepreneur. I was like starting businesses and stuff like that. So like
Mhm.
I using that money to like open like a gym or open like some other type of businesses, I think would be like fire,
Hell yeah.
and like fun. And it's definitely something cool. And then like also teaching like other people to do it. So pretty much like
Mhm,
educational type stuff, like where it's like how you get started Pokemon vending. Because I don't think that's like in Pokemon a lot. I think that
mhm.
it's like you just watch vendor POVs and you give it a try, but like a very formal like thing where it's like, hey, you want to know how to be a Pokemon vendor? Like, you know, we can teach you how to do that for, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But not really like a course, but like it sounds
Mhm.
like a course, but not really like a course. Because then when you say a course, then people like start
Yeah,
like
yeah.
getting
People are like,
upset at it.
I know what
Yeah,
you are.
no, yeah, no, and it's like dumb. But like a community where like we grow together,
Mhm.
and like other type of stuff. So for sure.
Oh yeah. I have a question for
Um,
you actually.
yeah,
Like the rest of this year, right? We have October, November, December. What's the event you're looking most forward to going to?
well, short term it's Chicago.
Yeah.
Um, and then Cards and More. So I have Chicago, then I have Cards and More.
Mhm.
And then after that, I don't really have a big show that I'm doing for the end of the year. I have like Grails and Glory will be in Lenore, and then we have our first Murfreesboro location. So I'll be there for the first Murfreesboro location in November. But when it comes to getting shows, I'm very much like last minute. Like like it's like really bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't have like my schedule planned out. That's something that I need to work better on.
Mhm.
But like I'm not gonna probably go to Houston or like all I want to, obviously, but just it doesn't make sense. And first I'm gonna see how like Chicago does and how it is traveling out of town for a
Yeah.
show. Like and if Chicago does amazing, then I'll probably
Yeah. Well,
consider doing stuff.
mhm.
Um, but it's more like looking at like the steps for me is like the first thing, the most immediate thing right now is to get a car. And then once I get a car, I have access to pretty much all of Nashville where I could like actually drive and do deals and stuff after school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Volleyball season just ended, so I won't be doing any school sports until February when soccer season starts.
Oh shit.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
so I'll be able to actually like just work out in the gym, which is what I prefer doing anyway, like bodybuilding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so definitely the Chicago and that, and then Grails that I have in November. Besides that, there's not really a lot of big shows in Nashville. If I get invited or something, or like for me, it's also like knowing what all the shows that are happening. So like
Mhm.
for example, I don't know like when the Charlie's Collectible shows are happening. I don't know when like the Flip shows are happening. Like I would love to do those shows. I just don't know when they're happening.
Yeah.
Um, but those, if I had the opportunity to do one, then like I would most definitely probably try to go as much as I could.
Mhm.
But that's kind of like my idea. But I mean, for me, this year, a goal was to do a Collecticon, and now I've been able to do two. So
Yeah.
it's been
Hell
like I've
yeah.
been able to like blow it out of the water. And then I have a bet with one of my other friends that I have to get to 10K in inventory by December, and if I do, he gives me $100. So we're at like 6K right now, so I have to get 4K, 4 more K in inventory. Um,
In three
hopefully with
months.
yeah, 3 months.
Oh
So
yeah, you
it's
can
not
definitely do
like
it. Shit.
that's not super hard.
Yeah.
Especially if my grades come back. If my grades come back by December, which they should, then I should
Mhm.
be really good.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, that's kind of like the goals right now. Um, yeah, and then I would love to do a Collecticon where like a huge like what's okay. So what are the next Collecticons? Because there's obviously Chicago.
Mhm. And then it's Dallas and Houston,
My God. Wait, when's
Jersey.
Dallas? Oh, I would
I
love
think,
to do Jersey. I went to Maine over the summer for a family trip. Is it bad?
bro, it's gotten to the point where I've heard around because I haven't been actively looking for Jersey tables because I kind of just gave up on it.
Uh-huh.
The whole Jersey like venue was spotted, so no one got tables. And even if someone somehow did get a table, and you're looking for to buy one, people are selling for 1,000 one
Oh,
table
it must be good, right?
itself. So yeah, so Jersey's like a really big venue, but thing is, overhead on Jersey is so crazy high that it's not even worth it.
Hmm. Did
Yeah.
vendor tables already go out for it?
Oh yeah. I think they went out a month and a half ago and sold out immediately. Like dead as like you couldn't even get to the checkout screen. It was super bad.
Dang. All right, well, never mind then.
Yeah, I think
I guess we're
Jersey's a
not
lost
doing that.
cause. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, maybe then doing well, Dallas already's out, and Houston. Houston would be sick because I have family in Houston, or I have family in Dallas, so Dallas would be sick. Um, but that's definitely gonna probably be too far. LA would be San Antonio. I don't know if San Antonio's good. I know would be crazy, but I
Yeah.
know that's gonna be like stupid expensive.
It's
I've
gonna be
never been to
super
LA
expensive
either, so that'd be fun to go to. But
because bro, those
yeah,
West Coast boys, they're different, bro. They
no,
are
yeah, no,
they're
like
different.
some of the people I watch, like I watch a lot, like when I'm packing orders and stuff, or like pricing for a show, I watch a lot of like vendors and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And my favorite group is Clover Cards. And they're
Over yeah,
obviously
yeah.
yeah, they're one of like the bigger like
Mhm.
West Coast people, and they're they're
Bro,
stupid. Like
they're
they go crazy.
swinging, bro.
Yeah, and it's like it's wild. That and go to polls. I love Arvin Arns.
Fucking
Um, he's great. Um,
yeah.
but no, those guys do be rolling in different. But so I don't know, maybe that. I don't know when. I know there's probably a flip, and then there's probably Char. You said Charlie's there. It's every month, so those shows are
Mm.
probably there. I just would need to figure out a way to get there, and hopefully that'll be easier soon. Um,
Yeah, with the car.
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, it just depends. Um, and yeah, but what are you looking forward to? I'll ask you the same question.
Honestly, I think every weekend so far for the rest of the year is gonna be cross my cross my fingers. Hopefully, it's like amazing because I have so far every con except for LA and Jersey locked in basically. And then those weekends that I don't have a Collecticon, I have a Charlie's.
Hmm.
So everything is like basically packed out. Every event from this year should be a great event. And I'm
That's
very,
awesome.
very like just so looking forward to it. I can't really explain how because I want to end the year off like crazy, bro. I want to
Yeah.
because as I said, I think my current inventory of slabs is maybe like around 140, 150. Like
Hmm.
slabs, like just individual ones. I sent out, as I said, 130 plus
Hmm.
yesterday. So if even half of them come back tens, I'm having like an extra 70 tens into the inventory. So I'm just, man, like this. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I
No.
think I can't
Yeah.
even believe how quick everything
Yeah.
is
Lane,
going,
how
bro.
does that feel? So you're you said sophomore, so you're like what, 20, 19 or 20?
Yes, 20.
Yeah, 20. So like, how does that feel to have that as like a 20-year-old?
I, I don't even know. No, I don't even. It's crazy because I don't see myself as someone like having it as a 20-year-old. Because like in this community, there's so many like little kids that have like ponchos and have like Mario's and have like Luigi. And it's like I don't even feel like someone that's like that has that much.
Hmm.
I just feel like some other guy.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's like if I take myself out of the Pokemon mindset and put myself like as like a regular as like Joe, um, it's crazy. Because it's
Yeah.
like, what do you mean this shiny magic carpet is worth 1.5K? And it's like, because like in vendor talk, like 15 is like, that's like a lot of money. But like in regular talk, that's
No,
like
yeah.
down payment on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
No, no, I feel that. And it's the same thing. Like the thing that I hate from Pokemon the most is that it's like completely cooked my perception of money. Like,
Well, yeah.
for example, like spending like I don't know, like the shoes or whatever. It's like 250 for a pair of shoes. I'm like, whatever. I don't give. Like, you just
Yeah.
do that, and it's
Yeah.
like, and you talk to normal people about that, and they're like, "What did you?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is what like it's so bad." And
That's fine.
I and like Pokemon vendor people, and like I'll send pictures to my friends and stuff like that, or like there's this person that like I'm talking to, and like I sent her a
Mhm.
photo of this like a poncho deal that happened at Collecticon, and I was like, guess how
Yeah.
much is on the table? And she was like, like 200. I was like, no, it's like
No.
16.
That's
And
like, yeah.
she's like $16. I'm like, no, like she's
No.
like 1,600. I'm like, no, like 16,000. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
Like she's just like it doesn't just comprehend. And like so I started running the shows in my high school gym, so I'd run out my high school, and like
Oh.
I had some friends that came and like looked at the inventory of these
Mhm.
people, and they're like, oh wow, like how much? They're like, Rocco, how much money's in here? I'm like, oh, probably like 100 to $200,000 in cards. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just whatever. Like
It's
it,
stupid.
it's stupid, but it's I mean it's gambling essentially in its own way.
Yeah.
It's its own way.
Uh-huh.
And streaming's added to this whole thing. So you say you did Whatnot. How's Whatnot was good?
Oh, so I've that's a crazy question you ask. I've had a lot of people ask me recently about whatnot because I used to be very well, me and my buddy, we used to be very like much into whatnot. Like we'd go at shows and look for whatnot stuff,
Hmm.
like that $1 to $20 range, kind of singles, slabs. I would just sell on whatnot and just rinse, 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 repeat. Because whatnot has amazing margins. But at some point recently, like as in like a month or month and a half ago, I personally just kind of fell out of love with it. I don't know what the switch was, but I just stopped doing it. I went from like maybe 2 times a week to maybe like 1 time a week, then like once every like bi-weekly,
Hmm.
and then eventually just stopped. But I mean, whatnot is like the perfect way to like make any kind of like liquid because everything on there is liquid. Liquid. You show
Hmm.
like a Pikachu, $20, $30. You show
Yeah.
like anything hype, like
Yeah.
Crown Zenith, or you show like Death and Rivals, and you show like just whatever's like new. It goes for like 140%, 150% of like market.
Hmm.
So
So what?
whatnot. Mm,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask. So what were you guys running? Were you guys running auctions or claim sales?
Yeah, it was always auctions. It was always just
Always
$1
auctions.
auctions. Um, because it's just what gets the most people, and like people are like, oh, I can win this for $1, and then it just if you have two people going for the same thing, like two people like this
Hmm.
$5 card, right? It'll go up to five, and someone bet six, and someone bet seven, and then you're like, I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain, it. But whatnot was very good
No,
because you
it
make
just
so much money
prints.
in such a little time. Yeah,
Yeah, it prints. That's really cool. Because I'm really looking forward to doing it, and I have like my 1 week credit, so I like low key have to find something fast to like just sell on there.
yeah.
But it's so that's great. So I didn't know if like claim sales or auctions were like better to do. Um, and it just depends on the card.
So
So,
I
and
was
like 10-second auctions or like sorry.
um yeah, auction wise, I think best way to do it starting off would be not do sudden death. But yeah, just do like 7 second auctions, and every time someone bids up, do like a 3 or 4 second interval.
Hmm.
And then for claim sales, I mean, claim sales are always good. I found to work pretty well. And we didn't learn this until like the latter end of whatnot. But it would be to like just have some more expensive cards or slabs in the background. And then if
Hmm.
someone comes in, like someone that has money, it's like, yo, I want that card. How much you selling it for? Then you can post it up. But for whatnot, just make sure that the environment is friendly. Make sure you have something going on. Don't be boring. I mean, you're pretty good at not being boring. I think this whole like we've been doing this for how long? An hour,
Hour
hour
20.
20 minutes. Like this feels like I was just talking to like a friend for real.
Yeah.
But just stay true to yourself. Be fun. Have something going on. Like what we would do is have music going on. Like we'd have a jam that people can join and they can like put songs on to play.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So just be interactive. Have good mods. Like just have people that like show up every now and then and just mod them, and then keep everything nice and regulated. Um, what else? Like it's great because like the community, because you really like build a community. Like the community
Hmm.
will be what you kind of put out,
Hmm.
and it will just reflect you and
Hmm.
your channel basically.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So me and Max, so I think what the goal is for Cards and More, since both of us have like a long weekend that weekend,
Mhm.
um, we're gonna be doing, we're gonna like get there Friday, do Friday. I think he gets there late on Friday because he has school. I have a long weekend. And then no, he has a football game on Friday. So we're gonna do Saturday night is like we're gonna like sleep over and like we're just gonna stream all night is kind of like the goal. And like
Yeah.
just like stream all night, then do everything in the morning, like the card
Mhm.
show in the morning. But I'm like really looking forward to it because I did a TikTok stream for one of my friends over the summer and it was like really cool. But it was just like I'm kind of just want to figure it out for myself and like see how it is. And
Yeah.
kind of like focus on that. Um, and I didn't really also have like a whole bunch of stuff like planned out. I kind of just like I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm looking
Yeah.
like really big, like interested into it. And it will add like a different element to the business. And it's just another thing to grow. But
Mhm.
that's super cool. Yeah, and it has been an hour 20. I know it's been late and you have school and I have school and we have a lot of stuff that we need to do. Um, but I guess before we wrap up, I was just asked like kind of like what would be your piece of advice to someone that wants to start Pokemon or wants to get into it or wants to like run this as a side gig in college or they just finished college and want to do something or they don't know like what's kind of like your advice for them.
Someone that's trying to get into it and is in college, don't do it for the wrong reason.
Hmm.
I feel like that's the best thing I could say. Because if you're strictly in it, like if you see so many people making money and you want to make money, I feel like that's just not the right way to go.
Mhm,
You have to do it for the right reason. If you're not doing it for the love of the game, for like the love, like you didn't grow up on, like I'm not saying you can't get into it now, but like if you don't have that real passion for it and you're just in it to
mhm,
like make money or like scalp a little bit or like
mhm,
quick flips and stuff, I say probably stay away as the motivation will run off quicker, way quicker if you don't have love for it.
mhm,
But if you're like really into it and you really want to do your research, I think it's a great avenue to go down because before I even touched the card, like selling wise, I was doing like weeks of research to see like what I should do, how I should do it, and just a lot. So make sure that you come into it prepared. It's not super easy to start. There's gonna be a lot of people already doing it, a lot of people that like are already super big, and you're gonna feel like a little like small fish basically.
mhm,
But get over the humps, stay consistent. Make sure you focus on school too, because not everyone is meant to be a business owner. You got to
mhm,
have something to fall back on.
mhm,
Um, but if you're doing it all for the right reasons, stay consistent. I think there's no way you can go wrong. I feel like everyone that I know is in it because they like Pokemon, and I don't think I've seen anyone that I'm friends with that likes the game that's in it for the right reason like fail. So that'd be my one piece of advice: do it for the right reason.
yeah, and I think that's great, and you have to like genuinely love it.
Yeah,
I think that that's very important because a lot of people, especially recently, have just come in it for the money, and that's not right. And that it should you should genuinely love the game or
that's
love the
facts.
hobby, and then if you love the hobby, then you're gonna love the game, and if you love the game, you're gonna make money, and it all just
Hmm.
revolves around each other. You're gonna make other people happy. You're gonna make yourself happy.
Hell yeah.
It's just gonna be great. But no, I really I appreciate it, Matt, for coming on.
Of
And
course,
where can
bro.
people find you?
They can find me. I think it'll be right here. But I'm Matt from Murkrow Market. I misspelled it, but Murkrow Market.
Okay.
We're on Instagram for the most part. We have a TikTok, a little unstable, but I think TikTok, no, Instagram will be the best way to find us if you want to ever type in. We have slabs, we have singles, we have a little bit of sealed, and we're coming to a city near you, hopefully.
Yes. Awesome.
No problem.
And I'll see you in Chicago. It'll be
Hell yeah,
really
yeah.
cool
I'll,
to
I'll see you there,
see you
bro.
again. Yeah. But thank you for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching. This has been the 42nd episode of the PokéSells official podcast. I hope you guys are having a great day, morning, evening, whenever you watch it. Make sure to subscribe, do all that type of stuff. And we'll see you guys next week. So, and we'll see you in Chicago. If you're in Chicago,
Yeah.
pull up at the table. It's going to be great.
Hell
And
yeah.
then if you're Cards and More, I don't know if you're doing Cards and More, but if you're doing Cards and More in Nashville, make sure to pull up. And yeah, we'll see you guys
Awesome.
next time. Bye.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.